We're cooking for the LA Rams tonight on My Kitchen Rules. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Oh. Show us your move.
How's it go? Oh. I thought you were mimicking me because that's how awful the dance was.
I was like, yo, is that how you cut food? Or is that your move?
What do you chop like that?
Like, are we getting serious?
Something tough.
Oh, you gonna make fun of my dance moves? That's what you gonna do? You sure?
Welcome to the after show for My Kitchen Rules. I'm your host, Olivia Gabaree. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, The Real OG.
Yo, it's your boy, and I'm back. It's Chaos Jones. You can find me on Twitter, Chaos J, KAOSJ.
You know, I never knew it was Jones. I feel like that's a new line in there.
Yeah, it is. You
That's
had
it.
to switch
You
it up
gotta-
on me, but I have always too much sauce. I've always gone by it's always been Chaos Jones. I just shortened it to Chaos J. But it's always been, Chaos Jones. Just for
No,
the
you're way too loud right now. Please go. Who are you?
Hi, everyone. I'm Abigail Fraher, and you can follow me on all social media at Abigail Fraher.
And I'm DeAnjilo Platt.
DeAnjilo Platt.
Yeah. We are so happy to have you guys back.
Hey, man, we're happy to be back.
I think we
did
just
miss
have the
you.
giggles because it's the first time we've been together
In so
since-
long. She's getting teary-eyed.
I don't know. I'm getting emotional because it's nearing the end. It's too many serious eliminations
tears.
tonight. And
She's really hurt from the people that went off
but
the
you
show
know,
today.
it was a juicy one tonight.
Oh, man.
So
Like that
we're
chicken.
Too much sauce.
Like that burger.
too much
Like
sauce
too much
tonight.
oil.
Dripping down
And
your
then
hand.
tacos.
We were down to 3 couple. We were
I
down
mean, it
to
was, though.
Chill. Go. Please.
sorry.
Intro us.
let the sauce go. Let it go.
Kelly's just all about that sauce. Sauce life.
Anyways, in tonight's episode, we were down to the last 3 couples. We're cooking for the LA Rams and the cheerleaders and the fans. The theme of tonight was tailgate food. Each team had the opportunity to cook 2 different courses. So tonight we had Dyson and Val. So if you guys want to start with
Sorry, did your hat say fries?
Oh yeah, explain that to us. Can you explain before we get in the show?
No, he has one that says pizza. What else did they say?
Donut.
Donut. He's
I've
a
never
donut
seen
one
him
as
say
well.
Explain this to
He's
me.
talking
Why?
and I'm like,
Yeah, says fries.
I caught you looking. Okay, so real quick, definitely in honor of My Kitchen Rules, I decided to wear my fries hat, which I have 2 colors, so I'll wear the other one on the next show. It's this clothing designer. No, it's this clothing designer, Super Fresh. And he's actually on Instagram, so I'm giving him a major plug right now.
Hey.
Just
get 125
FYI. But yeah, he goes by Super Fresh, and he makes a lot of different like fitness clothing, streetwear, things
I've
like that.
heard of him.
Food
You probably
themed,
have
right?
super. No, actually, not everything's food themed.
I saw he has
I've seen the
leggings
fr-
with
he does the-
donuts on them.
He does the
He's-
fresh one. Like, does it say fresh? Do he do those? I've seen
he
those
has,
before.
he has some of
Okay.
that. He
Yeah.
does really buffed out cartoon characters,
What's his
things
name?
like
Super
that.
Fresh.
Super Fresh. But just
Shout out
look up
Super
Super
Fresh.
Duper Fresh
out
on
Super
IG. All of his pieces are custom limited edition, and like I said, yeah, fries, hats, chips, donuts. I mean, he's got a lot of different things. So check him out on IG. That's the plug. And yeah, man,
Hey.
fries.
Fries.
I like
Fries.
fries. Who doesn't like fries? You ever meet
Everyone
somebody
likes
and you say,
fries.
hey, you like some French fries? And they're like, no, I don't like French fries. Get that out of my face. And it's like, you know what? I don't think we can be friends anymore.
Yeah, I would.
I don't like
Everybody
steak
I wouldn't
likes
like them if they
I don't
talk
like
like
steak
that.
fries.
Okay, but you like fries, though.
Well, but not steak one.
Okay, that's cool. There's multiple kinds of fries.
Do you like burnt chips? Because that appeared in this
Yeah,
episode.
I was like, yeah,
Does
actually, I do.
does he make hats that say sliders on them?
He might. I mean,
if so,
Can
Dyson
I
Val
want
might be
He
wearing
had
a slider hat.
He had a segue.
He had a hat that said burger. So,
Burger, and
boom.
that would be perfect. But you know something? The only person that would be wearing the hat is Valerie because personally, I think Dice does jack shit.
Pretty much.
The
Dice
entire
is
team.
worthless.
Objectively, he does.
I agree with you.
Objectively, he
He's
does
not a good
dice.
partner. Valerie
He does
might as well
dice
be in this
shit.
entire competition by herself.
Y'all ain't hear that?
I'm sorry to say.
My pun? I said he does dice shit. You get that? Like, to play on words.
It's not that funny when you have to like address.
It's not about
and
it being
explain.
funny. It's just, you know.
Speaking of dicing, did
clever.
you see how she diced up those green peppers? Too much?
No, that was
Too
not
much
the right
sauce.
person.
Actually, not
that
enough
was
sauce.
Diane.
No, yeah,
she
you're
put
thinking about
the
what Diane.
peppers.
She put the green
I was
peppers
just
in.
trying to, you know, keep
Right.
the
I know, I get what
going.
you're saying. So pretty much, Val has the team on her shoulders. She made sliders with avocado aioli and potato chips. Supposedly, chips is supposed to be Dice's thing, but he even quit on that.
He got so butthurt about her saying they didn't taste good that he was just
Shut
like,
down.
he was just like,
He just quit.
I'm done.
That was
He
his
acts like a
thing.
child, and I feel like even in their relationship at home, like for most of the episodes, I was thinking, oh, you know, they're a great couple. They really, you know, yin and yang well, and I'm like, actually, she literally is like a mother figure to him in every capacity, and she's also a lover, and I just don't understand that.
I respect
She's a
her a
mother
lot,
lover.
though, because she has a lot of patience. I think I would have
100%.
lost it many, many
And
times
it's
in
just
this
her
competition.
But he's, you know, providing
But-
the money.
Oh,
Or
what does
is
that
he
have to do
though?
with
Or is he
anything?
though?
A freaking man comment.
Okay, so okay.
Okay, hold on.
Be careful
You
about that.
You telling me that if he was that way and without money, that
I mean, he's funny, and funny definitely
wouldn't be
gains a
around.
lot of points.
say it again, please. I'm sorry. Why do you say she wouldn't be around?
Okay, whatever. This isn't a show about relationships. This is a show
This
about
is a show
cooking.
about
Yeah, and now if you want a show about relationships, check
God.
me out. You
Yeah.
bring
No, let him do his.
What you mean it's not a
his
show about?
thing.
We talk about relationships on the show all the
Sorry,
time.
Okay,
This is a
relationships, but we're
valid
not
question.
about to analyze their money and marriage situation.
So, real quick, can I go ahead and get a word in edgewise?
Yes.
All right. So, yeah, Dice
Speaking of
obviously.
That was so unnecessary.
Okay, are we done?
On live TV? Damn.
All right, hold on.
right, go ahead.
I missed that. I'm gonna have to get back to that.
Don't.
Okay, so we see that Dice just did a terrible job with the chips. Now, before he got started on the chips, he went over and he was talking to Lance and Diane because he was taking one of his mini breaks, and you saw Lance dipping the chips or the potatoes in water to rinse off the excess starch. Now, me personally, I'm pretty sure that's something that's commonly done all the time. Never heard of that. For me. Now, yes, I've boiled potatoes before, but I've never actually made, fresh potato
Yeah, I've
chips.
never had that.
So, therefore, to me, the whole washing the starch off was kind of a new concept, I guess. Like I said, again, I've made potatoes. I've done, and I've done the whole boiling the potato, which I guess does the same thing.
Do you wash it before you boil it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I also peel it, too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so...
I don't peel my potatoes.
Hey, that's it. That's a kid. I mean, that was. I mean, we saw
It's
on
a
the show.
preference thing.
It's a
Yeah,
preference.
yeah,
It's a
yeah,
preference.
no.
We saw
but-
on the show. everybody
Anyways,
does different stuff.
so it's funny because Lance was, he made the comment, and was like, okay, we'll see, once you, if you try ours, you're gonna want the recipe, and we'll give it to you, blah blah blah. Pretty much, I felt like Dice was so confident. But at the same time, he was confident, but he was lazy.
Yeah, that's
So
the difference,
it's
yeah.
like if you would have actually put a little bit of effort and paid attention to what you were doing instead of being so scatterbrained and having a short attention span and not focusing, the chips probably would have came out all right. Although I kind of feel like he kind of needed Lance to come over and help him out because he wasn't really paying attention, and had he rinsed the starch off, that probably would have helped, in addition to the fact that they really over-seasoned those potato chips, in addition to the fact that he probably had the grease on too high because my man burnt them
burning
chips.
it,
They was
right.
just super crispy.
It goes back to what we were talking about this last week. It goes back to chemistry amongst your partnership, right? Like, I feel like for the most part, the better they work together, the more I feel like we didn't notice that Dyson and Valerie was doing most of the stuff until later on in the show, because from a chemistry standpoint, they had better chemistry than the other people that were kicked
Right, they
off.
do.
So it got to that point where it was like, all right, this is really good competition now.
Right.
And so I feel like from a chemistry standpoint, they were kind of on the lower end. Even though the final result didn't support that, it just kind of exploited some of their weaknesses.
Well, in reality, it's Valerie's cooking.
Right.
Right.
You know what
Which
I'm
is very
saying?
good because she's been cooking.
She's been
She's
winning, but when I
By
tell
herself.
you, Dice has not cooked a
like, maybe
single
washed
thing
something.
this whole
Right.
entire
Yeah.
competition.
She's very
not
skilled.
one thing.
Yeah. So imagine if she had an
real
adequate
person,
partner.
right.
Yeah.
But see, and here's another problem too is their communication isn't where it needs to be. Now, they might communicate on everything else behind closed doors. And, you know, but I feel like you look at the other couples, or the other teams, rather, and there was communication. Everyone knew what their role was, what their responsibility was, and if someone was falling short in some area, hey, can you help me out over here?
Right.
Hey, I need you to do this. But everybody was very attentive and they paid attention to each other. And when it came to Dyson and Val, he wasn't even there for her to give him instruction. But at the same time,
like,
you see
waiting.
her, we saw it in previous episodes where she gets frustrated, she gets overwhelmed, and, you know, and she's just trying to take on and do everything while he's just, you know, wandering around entertaining everybody, doing the whole, you know, comedic bit, which is cool, but it's not cool when you guys are on a time crunch. I felt like if she just communicated to him, like, look, I need you to do this, and if you're done doing that, then ask me what else you need me to do. She almost needs, she shouldn't have to, but she legit needs to talk to him like a child.
She didn't have the time to do that because, like, she's cooking everything.
But even watching,
got time for all that.
Even watching them communicate, though, they communicate like children. Like when you watch them on their confessionals and stuff, like they don't communicate like grown adults. They communicate like they're 12 years old, and I love that.
I really need you to give like 100. I mean, you know, I just need you to be like 50-50 on this one.
But she doesn't ever get like.
I need
she got to that point. She did get really upset.
Like, the only downfall that they have is they can never make the time restraint because it's only one person cooking.
Which apparently isn't much of a penalty because it hasn't, like, outside of when they say, oh, they're late, we haven't really seen it part of the scoring.
Exactly, that's interesting. It hasn't, in the beginning, it was definitely influencing the time when they were having dinner parties, but as far as this tailgating business goes, it didn't really affect them at all. And it was interesting because on the second round of food, when they made the chicken fajita flautas, Val was freaking out, like, we're going to be late, we're going to be late, we're going to be late. We go to a commercial break, and they're serving them up like there's no problem. No one even addressed the fact that they had nothing ready. Unless they magically got things ready, but that was it.
Or maybe they were spicing it up to make it seem like that.
I guess so. So, and regardless, if we just go to the scores, so we had from the fans, which was just all the people that attended the tailgate, it was a 16 out of 20, which is not bad. The Rams players gave them a 15 out of 20. But, so the judges, their scores were kind of similar in the sliders, 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. What they really liked was, I think the flautas was their biggest hit. So 5 out of 10, 7 out of 10. Their entire score being 114. So this was because they had a 5-point lead remaining from last competition, right? And so they were combining these scores with the art show scores.
Right.
So, which is why, even though they were having some trouble, I think that 5-point lead definitely saved them.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't.
I mean,
even without
in comparison to other,
it gave them more room for error. Yeah, it gave them.
Like I guess. Oh, like in their mind when they were doing it. Yeah, because they still would have been in second place even if they didn't have the 5 points.
They would have.
Yeah.
Well,
Brandi 114.
G and
Okay.
Brandi G and
you're right.
Brandi and Dean just plummeted.
Which is surprising because while we were watching their process and the feedback they were getting, it was the score. Their final score was a little bit lower than I was anticipating because it didn't seem like they were that far behind. Everyone. I was a little surprised to see that.
And go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say that I thought they were scored a little harshly this time around. However, at this stage, I also understand that you should already know where your shortfalls are and how to remedy that situation. They'd already had previous situations with meats not being cooked well, which they didn't have this time, but still meats not being cooked well, and seasoning. That has been something that they've had issues with in the past. So season that thing.
Well, did you see the amount of oil seriously that came off that taco?
That was gross.
Like, have you ever
too much sauce?
Have you ever had something that's been overly saturated in oil? It's disgusting.
Yes,
it does not.
It's uncomfortable.
And it's bland. Yeah,
it's
just.
And it's all over you.
It's all
feel
oil
gross
and there's no flavor
and you
to
feel
it.
nasty eating it.
Yeah,
No,
so
I
I
always
think
feel delicious eating oil.
Oh,
I'm
God.
joking. I'm joking.
It's just like the biggest thing is you should learn from your mistakes and you should make a strategy.
Yeah.
So Brandi and Dean made carnitas tacos, which were the greasy. That's where their greasy problem happened.
Flavored.
And they also, for the second round, they had corn fritters and mango salsa.
Yep.
So the fans gave them a 14 out of 20, Rams 10 out of 20, and then the judges gave a 4 out of 10 and a 5 out of 10. So that's half and less than half.
Well, they were being ambitious, and they said at the beginning too. They were like, "Well, we're going to really try to put ourselves out there and like go big or go home." And it ended up not working out in regards to like the time they evenly cooked the food and stuff like that.
And with their fritters, like what? I don't understand why you would dip and I could be way off here, but like dipping that in a salsa doesn't really make sense to me because it was like a spongy food. How does that
they were
scoop
fried.
up? Yeah, but the outside was crunchy, but like it just didn't and it was round. Like it wasn't anything salsa. It was like it would be like a sauce is what I would dip it in, not a salsa. So I feel like
not
Brandi,
something chunky.
well, yeah, and like remember she was telling Dean to make it like flatter when he was doing.
Yeah,
I think
she
that
did.
would have made more sense
did.
because then you could get some salsa on because it's mango salsa,
And
it's
or
not
just put
like
some salsa on top of it, and it would have
yeah, and
actually
eat
stayed.
it like that. Right.
But you know,
Right.
he's this
Know-it-all.
chef apparently,
Culinary
so he
student.
thinks that he knows best.
And that was something else I wanted to touch on was that, you know, for some, you know, as soon as that cat came out the bag, my expectations for that dude went through the roof. And
He's underdelivered.
seriously, now, I mean, if, you know, whoever he ends up being with, whether it's Brandi G or any other woman, will they be okay? Will they be that malnourished? No. They're going to get fed. And his food is
They gonna
decent,
get
I'm
fed.
sure. They going to get fed. He going to feed that thing. But when it comes to food competitions, yeah, bro, I'm going to need you to have several seats. Because clearly, you are not cutting it.
I mean, they literally made tacos,
Yeah.
But tacos could be bomb.
They can be bombed.
but it wasn't.
what
That
you
was
do
not a
with
bomb
it.
taco to me.
Yeah.
It didn't work
No,
out.
it
was
wasn't.
just
Sometimes it works, and
And
sometimes
I
it doesn't.
hate corn tortillas.
Word.
Me too. I'm all about the flour. I can't get over
All
the
day.
corn.
Carb
about
me
you?
up, daddy.
Ugh.
You know,
Obviously, he
me up,
likes
Daddy.
he likes corn. By the way,
I
he's
don't
shaking his
stereotype.
head.
You know,
I'm open to both.
okay.
In your mind, both tortillas are equal.
Yes.
Okay.
Really though? If
Equal
I give you
opportunity.
Really, I think corn
if
tastes
I,
like
if I put both in front of
legit
you, which one are you gonna
booty.
eat? It does. It's like a low.
I don't know, probably flour, but
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So you like flour tortillas? Cool. So moving on.
y'all made that more than it needed to be.
Well, anyways, obviously not many people liked corn tortillas because they got a straight up 101. That's an awful score. Not even
That's pretty
anywhere
disrespectful.
close
That's
to
messed
the
up.
other two.
That's scary.
That's so messed up.
Like what?
That's like a whole
So low.
score.
That's
off.
like really off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than 10.
That's like
More
so
than
bad.
10 points. Okay,
sucked.
so I think we can agree that Diane and Lance were the champions of this
Killed
round.
They always are.
They
They're
killed
killing
it.
it.
Their
Their
food
meals-
looked delicious to me.
Yeah.
And you're a picky eater.
And I'm a picky eater. And
found
that
this out
food looked
on the show.
dope.
They're the favorites to win it for sure. I don't think that's controversial.
Yo, that
I
lobster
agree.
roll though.
And I don't even know if it's because like everyone loves their mom's cooking. I feel like she just has an advantage just
Well,
because
they
she's
both,
a mom.
They have the best chemistry. Like he said,
Oh,
it, when they-
100%.
yeah, when he said when she gets stressed, he calms her down and vice versa. Like just like having that kind of tag team, I think it brings it out in the food.
Yeah. In comparison to the rest of the relationships, though, they're definitely the strongest as opposed to a couple that's not even a couple.
Right.
And a couple that doesn't.
A couple
cook.
that's like a child
Right.
and mother.
Yeah, brothers and
then-
sisters always
yeah.
clash with Brandi and Ray J. So it was they made it work.
What were you gonna say?
I still got a soft spot for Brandi and Ray J.
Oh, we all do. Well, I do.
And I
do.
still, you know,
You're sad
I still,
to see them go.
I still low key, you know,
It
I
was
still
time.
want to try those chili-free streets. I'm just saying. And
Can
that
you
out the
imagine,
box
though?
cobbler,
Can
like
you imagine them though, like at this point in the competition?
probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not. I mean, I would like them to be, but yeah,
Yeah. No, I wouldn't. No.
no.
Their food was
It
not
was
to
time.
par.
It was time. They went out at the right
They
time.
were entertaining, but I don't think that their food was
Right.
good enough to
I
stay.
actually too this episode found Brandi very like a
Brandi
breath
G.
of
She
fresh
was
air.
nice.
It started off
She
with typical
was.
Brandi though.
It was a
I
great
was like
moment for her.
expecting it to be a typical Brandi episode, but she was So nice.
Valerie.
Yeah.
She was comforting.
And she was nice to Dean, and she was nice in the confessionals. Like, it was weird.
Like they were, you know.
It's
she
almost
doesn't
like she
have
saw how she was
Yeah.
being portrayed.
And when she doesn't have
flipped
anyone
it.
to start shit with, it's like,
Brandy's gone.
you know, no one
Do
gets
you
into
think
it.
it's because
Brandy
the other
Norwood.
Brandy is gone?
Yeah.
There's no
But
one
then-
there is an antagonist.
All of them liked each other.
But then at the same time too, that's when I kind of start to feel like, was that manufactured a little bit?
Probably.
Like,
Yeah.
because
That's what he
Brandy,
said, too, when we were
Brandy
watching it.
is cool. Let's keep it real. Brandy is cool. And I'm sure Brandy G isn't really that bad of a person. I just kind of feel like they wanted there to be tension because that's what you would expect. The two Brandys go head to head in a clash.
I could see, but in real life, I could see their personalities clashing in the way that it did. It didn't feel fake to me.
Yeah,
They
I
might
mean,
Did it
if-
feel fake
No,
to you?
they,
I just feel like it was
I'm sure
maybe
they
a little
emphasized it. I know they emphasized
over-embellished.
it.
Yeah.
Over embellished, yeah, but I don't think they
I don't
hang
think it was
out.
completely fake.
Oh,
no,
no, I
not
don't
at
think
all.
that they would
Exactly.
hang out.
I don't think they
Like the
exchanged
shade
numbers.
towards her podcast, like I
Yeah.
felt like that was real.
Yeah.
Like I think that would happen.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, anyways, Diane and Lance prevailed, obviously, despite the fact that Diane made a mistake. She put chopped up peppers instead of celery. And that's a huge mistake because timing-wise, they had to start all over. Which obviously now we come to learn that timing really doesn't matter at this point. But just saying,
I do
that could be a
appreciate-
huge screw up.
I do appreciate though that that he likes his vegetables finely diced, because I'm very much that way. Like onions, I like to be like minced rather than like large.
Well,
pieces.
onions especially, they're very strong tasting.
But even celery, you
Can
know,
be
that's
in
like sometimes
chunks.
it's like too much crunch if it's not diced well.
Oh, how about I don't need any crunch, especially when it comes to onions. I need you to cook them things. If you don't cook the onion, I'm not touching it unless it's in the
Really?
salsa. Yeah, I'm real picky about that because I'm real self-conscious. I'm not trying to walk around and just be melting people's faces
with
off with my
that stank breath.
Right,
You gotta
and
have
unless,
the gum. You
unless
gotta have the gum.
right, but it's just but then you just got mint and onions. Like it's not really until you brush your
And then
teeth.
you're burping them up.
Right, and I don't have time for that. So
we gotta
unless,
get you guys some like gas.
unless you're,
Okay, you can play, but let's take them out for some tacos and we could be the judge.
Exactly. Here's my thing. Now, just a little fun tip. If you like onions, which some people do, and I do, if you like onions or garlic,
I love
when
both.
you're out on a date, unless your partner gets that same item,
Don't get it.
don't
Eat
even
that.
do
No,
it.
you don't eat
No,
that.
it's
No.
called-
Not even.
That's 101. That's 101.
But it ain't 101 for everybody.
Really?
Yes.
Come on,
I mean,
man.
is that like what, first 5 dates rule or something? Or
That's
period?
not even the first 5 dates rule. That's just a legit rule. Like
I mean, there's
especially-
things like mints, mouthwash.
But
Yeah, but it doesn't go.
Something
it
like
just- it
garlic, like
covers.
some real garlic. You ain't
That's
no
like
gum.
when
Ain't
you
gonna no
okay,
good
like
with
that's
I'm
low
just saying,
key.
I'm not gonna not eat garlic.
I
'cause
actually bring toothbrushes out
yeah.
with me.
Boom, there you go.
I mean, there's a lot of
That's
ways
how
to
you do it.
handle
that.
that.
Mint.
But
I'm just saying, like those things just mask it. So like, unless you brush your teeth, and even then, sometimes it's so strong.
Yeah.
It's just, I guess for me, it's just.
Some Listerine though, it kills shit.
I'm not saying to deprive yourself. I'm just saying, like for me personally, I take all those things into consideration.
don't
And
go
I'm
on a
not-
date with Kelly if you're gonna.
With
So
your
what
breath
about when you
thing
get
is-
married? Are you never gonna eat that stuff?
No, I will, but it's like, you
Have supplies afterwards.
yeah, you gonna eat the onions too, right? You,
So then
you
both
gonna,
of
you
y'all
gonna, yeah,
roast
you
it?
I
gonna
love
eat that garlic
onions.
too?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Then we good. So boom, there you have it.
He's
Because then at that
considerate.
time, at that point, you know, it
both
cancels each
smell.
right. It
Right.
cancels you out.
No, he's
So you're not like, oh, God, don't kiss me. You taste like garlic. No, because you taste like garlic too. So
Oh,
we
see,
don't
we
even
just
know.
not gonna kiss. That's I don't want. It's just not gonna happen that night. That's cool.
Right.
Maybe next time.
And that's the thing. As long as you understand
my
that, but you know,
Yeah.
if you're going on a date, you know, trying to get lucky, then you might want to pass those onions or the garlic. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm sorry.
Just the dating tip plug right
Good
there
word.
for us.
Just another
From
dating
the
tip
pro
plug.
himself.
Hey man,
Good
No,
relationship talk.
flavors.
You know what?
31.
Back to the to food stuff though. What I was impressed with though
to the food
with,
stuff.
with Lance and Diane, the bread when they ordered that
From New
overnight,
England?
yeah, from Maine actually.
Mean.
To
Yeah,
Cali.
you know,
I was
I got
impressed
the
with-
best food over
Right.
there.
At that point, I'm like, all right, that type of investment, I'm down for it.
They're down to win.
How do you put that type of request in?
That's what I'm saying.
When you hit up the producers, like, we are only taking main roles. Wait, but where do they
Dude,
get the
but-
lobster from?
That's what I'm trying to find
Because
out.
Maine's known for
Yo,
lobster.
but that
so
lobster,
where are you
did
gonna
we see
get?
them cooking it?
Why?
I don't
What
think
did
they-
you
I don't
have
think-
a
you don't think they
problem
cooked
with?
it?
No. Did we see them? I'm asking because I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Because I don't remember seeing. I think honestly it was probably imitation.
Really?
It looked like imitation to me.
Everybody loved it though.
Is that allowed?
Must be.
If you can have out the box cobbler, I'm sure you can have
It looked
some
like imitation lobster. Yeah, and I like that. I mean, like
It was good?
when I make like lobster mac and cheese, I'm not buying a fresh like Maine lobster. It's very expensive. And if you're mixing it with stuff, I feel like, you know, unless you're having like lobster purely or with
Yeah.
like steak or something, I don't think you need to. Especially when it's mixed with mayo and all that stuff. I think it, you know, is going to
I
cover
guess
the
you're
market
right.
anyway.
We did not see them
Yeah.
cooking
The smart
it.
thing they did was instead of Brandi and Ray J making a thing out of it, like calling it out the box, they didn't. It was
Say
a
a
conversation.
word, yeah, like we don't even know.
You
right
never
now.
know.
Yeah.
Because it shouldn't matter. If it's good, it's good. Excuse me.
Yeah. I think it should matter. It's a cooking show, and it's based off of your skill. And if it's not real or like genuine lobster, genuine cobbler, isn't that kind of cheating?
If it tastes good, then no, not to me.
But see, hold on, pause, time out. Okay, the lobster, I'm with you on that one. The cobbler though, nah. I'm not going to knock someone for making a cobbler out the box, just as I wouldn't knock them for making a cake out the box. It's still a cake, and it's still a cobbler.
Lobster's still lobster.
But if it's man-made,
I see your difference there.
you see what I'm saying? Like, you'll still eat
See,
it.
but are
You'll
you-
still
See,
eat
but if it
a
tastes
box
good-
cake.
if it
Like,
tastes good-
I've been
Because
to,
you have
hold
to
on, wait, real quick.
assemble it
Hold
yourself.
on,
you
wait,
okay?
right, hold on, wait, real quick. I've been to a wedding. I've been to a wedding where the couple requested funfetti cake, and so what the cake baker,
Yeah, that's cool.
right,
He doesn't bake.
I support you.
right, I do kind of low key, not a lot, but I can. Anyways. They made the regular cake and then they did a top layer of funfetti, which was boxed funfetti.
How do you know it was boxed?
Because they said it was boxed.
You
I
asked
bet you
them?
could imitate.
The couple
confetti.
said that it was boxed.
How does the couple know?
Because it was
They
a
paid for the
discussion. And they were okay with it. They were like, okay.
I'm just saying if you are true, and I'm not saying you personally, but if you're talking to someone who actually is a baker, it's the same thing as imitation lobster. Like when you're mixing the flour, the ingredients, the spices, all those things are very different than buying a boxed mix.
Yeah, I
But you
agree.
can all,
So
right,
I would
true.
call those equal.
For the sake
But
of
you
a
can-
cooking
Personally.
show, I don't think that this should be
Everything
allowed.
should be authentic.
Everything should be authentic.
And from
It's
scratch.
based on your skill.
Well, it's bought in a. I mean, it's not like they bought it seasoned or something like that. It's just imitation
There's
crab.
a level of
It's-
flavor. You still have to do work.
Yeah.
But who's to say that they still aren't going to do work? When she made, hold on, stay with me. When
with
she
you.
did her out the box cobbler, when they did that, she still added her own little stank on it.
She
When
didn't
they
add,
did-
no,
stank
she
to the
didn't add her own
lobster?
spices.
I'm not
They
saying they
did that at the
didn't.
bottom. Okay.
But what I'm saying is that doesn't negate the work that was put into it just because the core ingredient may have been already out the box or man-made.
So-
if they still put extra things to kick it up a notch, I know some people that might get some Easy Mac and throw a
throw
few
it down.
extra and
That's
throw
what I'm
some
saying.
extra
Sure.
stuff in there.
They're making their job harder. That's
But
what I'm saying.
I'm
It's like
saying-
impressive that
It's-
people
but-
were able to
But
like
imitation
think it was
crab
really
is
good.
one ingredient. It's not like
Right.
coming with multiples.
There is still an art to it
There
from a
is
cooking
literally
standpoint.
nothing there
Yeah.
Until you
do
make
it. And
Yeah.
where
Okay.
cake mix, there are multiple ingredients already. Do you know? Does that
But
make
let's say-
sense?
let's say-
I'm not going to disagree with you
Yeah.
100%. Just like
But
maybe
just
80.
like okay, or 85.
85. maybe.
Okay.
But say like if they did do that, they did all the same stuff but did it with real lobster, then yes, that would be more impressive to me. But I'm just
Right.
saying,
Why would it be impressive though? It would be impressive because why? Because they took the
fresher.
time to crack the lobster and pull
Yeah.
it out.
and it's fresher
Time,
food.
but it's
you
fresher.
get more
Time
points.
constraint.
Boom. There you go.
Bam.
And
Good
your
talk, guys.
point
Bing,
has
bam.
been proven.
I
Good talk.
guess, but I still think that it's cheating. Not cheating, but like it's not genuine.
Okay, good talk.
Moving on.
I mean, obviously nobody had a problem with it because everyone thought the lobster was phenomenal.
Didn't it
that
look
was
mouth-watering?
And it
not
made
only
damn
the
good.
best
With salt and vinegar
of
chicken.
this round, but one of the judges said that he thought it was the best thing he tasted this
The whole-
entire competition,
Which is a big
and that's
deal.
huge.
Yeah.
And they actually made their own chips, which obviously prevailed over
And on
Dice's
that chip
chips.
thing, those chips looked really good. However, I think if Dice knew how to, or turn, like you said, turn the oil down, I think theirs would have won because I liked the thickness of theirs a little bit better.
Yeah.
So it was going to be like a crunch, but then it was going to be a little bit of like this warm
I love that.
soft.
You know when
inner
you
part of a
go
chip
to
that-
restaurants
yes,
and they have those
the house-made
warm chips?
And I hate the overcooked ones that are super crunchy.
Well, because they taste
They
burnt.
taste burnt, right? But yeah.
They're bomb. And I mean, their first meal they had the buffalo chicken rampanadas,
That
as
looked
they called them,
amazing.
and they did look amazing. They were super clean, easy to eat,
Crunchy.
and crunchy.
Not really that greasy at all.
No, they weren't greasy at all. They were clean, and that it was kind of clever of them to make. Cause have you ever had a buffalo chicken empanada?
The punter said that too. It sounded really
Oh, I
good.
thought you said
It
yeah,
did.
you had one. I was like, where'd you get that?
No.
Because it's like different types. I feel like
Right.
that's like American type food, and then you have like
They
was-
did like a twist on it.
yeah.
I think that's what you want to do in a show. You want to just bring like different elements like that and still
It's
make it your
creative.
own. Yeah, like that's gonna blow them away.
It's like an art form.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Exactly.
something to be proud of. So their overall score was 119. That, I mean, compared to the 101,
And technically 109
blew them away.
on this round.
Killed them.
Yeah. On this round, right? Because they had the.
50
So I
pounds.
guess
They had the
technically it would have been
5-point lead.
what, 114 to 109.
Better do that math, girl.
Yeah.
So
Add
they
them
did
numbers up.
bomb.
Facts.
So, the next round is the final round. We have Diane and Lance versus Val and Dice.
Oh, yeah.
And they have to make a 4-course meal, not only for the judges, but for their former competitors.
Yes,
I was
Brandi
going to
and
call
Ray
them
J back.
castmates. And 6 professional chefs.
Bam.
World renowned too. So I'm
World-renowned.
like excited to see if we're gonna get some
On
Food
some
Network
bougie.
chefs that I know.
Yeah.
in there.
I
don't
hope
know.
there's some
a
real
reunion.
ones.
Yeah.
I want like Guy to be on it.
Yeah.
Guy Fieri.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
so
yeah,
funny.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's
I
cool.
don't know. We'll see. Do
Formal
you-
doesn't seem like his thing though. He's like a burgers guy.
Or like Emerald. Like they bring
guess.
Emerald
Emerald be
back.
cool.
Yes, just like
Right?
those
Where's he
TV
Where Rachel Ray at?
judges.
Gone.
Oh, maybe even
Rachel
Rachel
Ray.
Ray. It'll be interesting to see.
Giada.
So,
No.
who do you guys think is gonna win?
My money's on Lance and Diane.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so too.
Yeah.
All day.
So we're not even arguing.
Okay,
it's
you know
overall
what?
understanding.
You know what? I think that Dice is gonna step it up in this last round.
Why?
Imagine.
I don't believe that.
Dice just shuts it up and takes over the whole entire thing.
Underdog story. They might win. They might shock us. Hope
They
so.
might.
They might. I mean,
No,
I'm surprised they
correction.
even
I'd be
made it
so
to
Val
happy for
might
Val.
shock
Right.
us.
Yeah, guys.
Right. She might just kick him out and bring in somebody else.
Go
that
for
one
Val.
episode. Yeah.
Val's my girl. She
love
seems
her.
super cool,
I
and
love
obviously
her.
she's an amazing cook.
We'd
She
love
seems like
to
a
have
very
you on the
genuine
show.
person.
Or just come in and talk because the show will be off.
And it's hard because for this last round, I'm really in love with both the couples. I don't have any complaints.
both.
Yeah,
personal,
no, I really
like
don't.
personality wise,
I think it's
food
gonna be a
wise.
really nice show.
It's gonna be a nice show, and I'm not sure. And
it's gonna be
nice
ratchet
doesn't
now at
always
the
make for
table.
good television.
Well, Dice isn't perfect, so
Exactly.
he'll be
And
all right.
everyone comes back, so it's
But
probably
everyone
gonna be
comes
a little
back,
That's
so
what
there
it's
will
big
be
about.
beef.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's going to be beef,
But
and
you
I
know
can't
what?
help but real quick. I just can't help but wonder: are they gonna? Is anyone gonna come back with a little slight chip on their shoulder? And
be
we
petty.
see that in the scoring.
And see, that's what I was
But
like.
nobody hates them.
That's what
Nobody
I'm
hates
excited
them.
that both groups are
Yes.
likable
They're
and they never
likable.
had beef, so it's
Yeah.
never gonna be like, eh.
Right. All the ones that had issues with each
Are
other are
gone.
gone.
It's like,
They
man,
gone.
the nice guy finishes first for once.
I know, and it's never like that in life, not in television,
Surely
not
not.
ever.
Right?
But
Not
we'll be
never.
interested to see who actually wins. I can't wait to figure it out. Hopefully it's Diane and Lance.
I always forget her name. I just want to call her mom.
Yeah, we'll just call her Mom. All right, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Please let us know your predictions. Who do you think's gonna win, and even maybe what are some dishes that you would like to see on the next episode? So tune in.
Oh.
Oh, we have to.
That's what I said.
I was just going.
Because we're on a time constraint, I was like, oh, we gotta wrap it up. And I'm Olivia Gabaree. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, The Real OG.
You should already know, and if you don't, it's your
It's
boy
gonna take
Chaos J, KAAOSJ, Chaos Jones. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram, Chaos_Oceans31. Oceans, why? Because your boy's so wavy.
It's just so smooth. I like
And
it.
you can follow me on all social media at Abigail Fraher.
And follow me at DeAnjilo TV.
Okay, now
Bye,
goodbye.
guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.